What is up? This week's episode brought to you by Ranger Nutrition. Ranger Nutrition is a disabled veteran-owned company. They make all-natural sports nutrition products. They make everything from protein powder to weight loss supplements. We actually talked about them on this episode. But they do make great products. They really are. All natural, made right here in the States. They're good for you. They have combos, like your Swole combo, which is your Catalyst XT, your Nitro NO2, and your Max Out, your pre-workout drink. You can go to rangernutrition.com, use promo code SMUGCAST, and you're going to get 15% off your order. But that's Ranger Nutrition, designed for fitness warriors. Also, Jay's Wings and Seafood over on the east side of Indianapolis. You can pop in there, give promo code SMUGCAST, and you're going to get 10% off your order. Also, big shout out to Repo Records. They help us out with the audio each and every week. But that's Repo Records, taking the music back. This week in the studio, we have the guys, one of the guys from 812 Farms, right here in Indiana. They grow hops, which they, if you've noticed, my speech is a little off. They brought us some good beer. That's some IPAs with some really high alcohol content. So I apologize for that, but we did have a good time. So I hope you enjoy this episode. We did. He's a good dude. His name's Aaron. So how can I not love him? So I hope you enjoy. This is Smugcast.
Come on, get down to it. I'm trying to run to the chopper and yes! My GPS is always stuck in the goddamn jungle. Come on.
This is Smugcast. Listen up.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Smugcast. I'm AP. With me, as always, the BJ.
How I always wanted to be a fair queen.
You always want to be a fair queen?
'Tis the season. It's fair season. It is upon us.
It is fair season.
I was thinking about that on the way over here.
I've had my fair share of fair queens.
I don't.
All right.
I'll have to go back and I'll get to you back on that one.
All right. I know I have.
Have you?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, yeah, man.
Well,
look at me. Look at me.
No, but you also come from a town from like 3 women. The other 13 you're related to.
Hey, man, we have Bedford next door, too.
Oh, that's saying a lot.
Hey, man, that's where you went. That's where all the top-notch pussy was.
Oh, wow, that is sad.
I have never heard that in relation to Bedford in my entire life.
So you just want to go ahead and just end it now? We just lost every fan we had ever because you just said that.
I don't think we got any in Bedford.
Yeah, we actually do.
Oh, do we?
Shout out to Weaver.
To Weaver, huh?
Yeah, I met him through work, and now I used to work down there, and now he's down there. Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah, as you can hear, we do have a guest in the studio this week. I'm a big fan because I love alcohol. Of course, I'm the podcast boozer. We have Aaron from 812 Farms with us this week. What's up, man?
What's up? What's up, man?
He's been kind enough to bring us some beer.
Absolutely, that's right. Anywhere I go, I take beer, man. You're always
he's brought
welcome.
A cooler full of beer. The first beer. What you tell us about this?
All right, so 450 North down in Columbus. Their IPA game right now is just ridiculous.
Yep.
And so they've been doing these can releases about every I don't know, about every 2 weeks or so, I'd say.
Yep.
And this one right here, they did a few months ago, and it was so well received that they did it again. So this was actually canned Friday morning.
Yeah.
At like 10 a.m.
Really?
And it was available to the public at 11.
Oh, shit.
So I picked it up that night. They always save me a case. So this is double dry hopped. And Citra, Mosaic, and El Dorado. So those are all your nice and citrus hops that I can't grow.
Dude, it is a very that's a good beer, man.
It is, dude.
This is
really
a very good beer. Did you get a picture of it?
Yeah.
We'll post this on Instagram. Be on BJ's Instagram. But the name of this is called Fruity Nuggets, and the label is awesome.
And I'm almost positive that I've heard that they throw a few boxes of Fruity Nuggets into the boil for like the sugar,
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
What does double dry hop mean?
Okay, so dry hop, when you make a beer, you usually you'll throw some hops into the boil, okay? And that's wet hopping or whatever. It's once you move it to the fermenting tank and you're going to put, it'll have, depending on what kind of beer it is, it'll be in there for a few weeks or a few days or whatever. Sometime during that, depending on the beer you're making and the recipe, you'll open it up and throw hops in there and then close it back up. So it's almost like they're cold steeping.
Oh, yeah. Gotcha.
So they call that dry hopping.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Because you're not adding them to the boil. You're just throwing them in there. You're just throwing them into the fermenting tank.
Yeah.
That's good.
It is. BJ's not much of a beer guy, but that's a good deal for him to say it's good.
Yeah,
it is very fruity. Like
I started out as a beer guy, then it would take too long to get drunk after a while because I had a lot of friends that grew up on farms.
All right.
Oh yeah.
And so we'd be drinking cases of beer.
Absolutely.
And after a while, like, fuck, this thing forever.
Well, when you're outside sweating hot as fuck, man, it takes forever to get drunk on beer.
I just remember we would get our hands on anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Like we were I drank Busch Light forever.
Yeah.
Because no one would steal it out of my cooler.
I got on it.
That's why I brought Boone's Farm everywhere.
They're like, why are you drinking piss water? And I'd just be like, no one will steal it.
Yeah. I had a buddy when we were in college, man. He got on a big kick where all he would drink was Busch Light. And he was just like, it's good beer. And I was like, why? And he's like, well, it's made by the same people that make. And I was like, that don't make it good. That does not make it good beer.
No, I mean, it's just like
they make shitty beer too.
It's like the cigarette companies that make the off-brand cigarettes. Well, still made by them. Like, no, there's probably a different process involved in it.
Hell yeah. I mean, all Mercedes-Benz are not awesome cars.
I know.
They make lower-end cars. Like, what's the low end of Mercedes? Like, it's like Toyota or some shit.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I used to work at one of the pharmacy companies, retail places. We sold Schlitz like crazy.
Oh
really?
Yeah, man, little Schlitz malt liquor.
Because I worked in the inner city.
Okay.
And so it'd be like $6.99 for a 24-pack, and then they came out with Schlitz Ice.
Schlitz Ice.
It just So we bought a case one night just to try it.
Oh hell no!
It's like buying a case of White Castles.
I like White Castle though.
But the after. But
I got you.
Yeah. Like it was like colon cleanse.
I remember I had a buddy used to work at a grocery store. Used to always steal me bottles of Mad Dog 2020.
Oh yeah,
We
Mad
used
Dog.
to do that too.
If you want to get fucked up and not remember nothing, that's the way to go.
It's a recipe right there.
So what do you got this week? You got
Well,
anything good?
I had a couple questions. How many people are involved in it and with you with that?
With 812 Farms?
Yeah, 812 Farms.
Okay, so it's me, and then my original partner, Joe Oliphant. He's the one that was, I think, maybe a little hungover this morning and couldn't make it. And then we have another partner that's we're partnering with to grow indoor hops.
Okay.
Now, when we're going to open a brewery. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah. I got say that on your website. I can't remember.
Yeah, we're going to have a brewery there, but it's going to be only Indiana ingredients.
Okay.
Which means I can't use any of the hops in this beer here.
Oh, really?
No, because they're all grown out, in Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Under contract from a couple farms that own the rights to those hops.
Gotcha.
And they're not going to give me hops to grow. You know.
Yeah.
So growing indoor hops, just like growing marijuana or cannabis or whatever.
Yeah.
How you can get certain flavors of that.
Yep.
By breeding and whatnot.
Yep.
That's what we're going to try to do with aeroponics with Todd, and that's Todd Nash. He's been working a lot on that. He's actually got a building right now in Louisville
Okay.
that he's setting up for Fall City.
Okay.
So they're going to have for their brewery tour, you'll be able to walk by and see the mash tun, the kettle, and all that, and then you'll be able to walk behind this thing and see indoor hops being grown behind glass.
Yeah.
Just, they'll use them for a wet hot beer.
Yeah.
But they want something else, for you to be able to walk through and see in the tour. And also, you can take a Cascade hop, which has a standard profile of flavor, and you can turn it into something else, just like blueberry Kush or whatever.
Yeah, I was going to say that's. And since you brought it up, I'm going to go ahead and get my question out of the way. Are you guys setting up for when it's legal in Indiana?
Absolutely.
Fuck yes, man.
Absolutely.
I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it, man. Because from the moment
You did say that.
the moment that I can't, because I think we started following each other on Twitter a while back.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I remember just I went to your website and I was looking, going, they could grow weed right there, and I was like, huh. I was like, he's ahead of the game.
Well, I mean, we've got some in our barn right now. It's an indoor hydroponics barn for like microgreens, lettuces and spinach and stuff like that. You know, and we sell to a bunch of restaurants right now, and then we're also going to supply our restaurant with food. But as soon as Indiana wisens up and we can get our license, it's absolutely our game plan.
Fuck yeah, man. I knew it. I fucking knew it. I absolutely fucking knew it. I was talking, one day, when was that? It was the other day. I was talking to him, and I was like, man, the first question I'm going to ask him is if he's setting up to grow weed whenever it's legal in Indiana.
Absolutely.
That may be an investment opportunity. I may want to throw you guys some money.
Hey, man. Willing and ready.
I see they have a job for quality control.
Hey, I am on top of that.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. You got to keep the quality top notch, man.
Yeah, that's right, man. I will smoke as much as you need me to.
I mean, we've talked about it many times, but it's like a $22 billion industry right now. And
well, I mean, in Colorado made $1 billion last year,
and then they ran out. Well, no, it was Nevada.
Nevada ran out.
Yeah, Las Vegas, I think.
Yeah. Then the governor declared a state of emergency.
Could you imagine that?
It's always an emergency when you run out of weed, right?
Oh, absolutely.
I can imagine that call, like, hey, we're out of weed. What do you mean we're out of weed? Well, we need to declare a state of... He's like, you want me to declare a state of emergency for weed? He's like, I'm not going to get reelected.
No shit.
So,
he might. I don't know, man. They sold out, so there's a lot of people smoking there.
Hey, they got their pockets lined, man.
Well, I mean, you think about it, like with Colorado selling $1 billion, they got $100 million in state tax revenue. Mm-hmm. I mean, that pays for schools, that pays for drug rehabilitation, that pays for roads, they're going to have some of the nicest schools in the country within the next 5 years.
Absolutely.
All that tax money, because it's only going to get bigger.
Yeah, I mean, then we may not have to pay for book fees anymore in Indiana. Book rental fee.
Yeah, book rental fees.
Ours was like
it's the biggest racket ever.
Fuck. Is it kindergarten? My oldest started kindergarten this year.
You got book fees in kindergarten?
Yeah, $132.
The fuck are you buying in kindergarten?
I have no fucking idea. I have no idea.
They're eating the paste that they have. They're paying for the paste they eat.
Yeah.
Wow. Man.
Like we had to bring in, what is it? Kleenexes, hand sanitizer.
Yeah. We had to bring in all that shit too. Plus $132.
Yeah, ours was $420 for both of them.
Jesus.
I was like, my youngest is not even going to use the books.
No, he's not.
Like
he proved that last year.
It should be based. It should be based off who the kid is. Why not just give everybody like a? Some schools you see all they have is tablets, and the books are downloaded on the tablets.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then that would save so much paper, and that would save so much instead of them every time having to pay for the rent books.
Yeah, yeah.
But I mean, we were talking about the other day. Certain states don't have sales tax, like Texas and Florida, and then Delaware doesn't have. Well, Delaware doesn't have a whole lot, anyways.
Yeah,
my wife's from there.
We got her.
Yeah, we just celebrated 16 years.
Hey, congratulations.
Yeah, keep that to yourself.
We just celebrated 9.
Yeah,
and me being me, even though I have my anniversary date tattooed on me twice, I forgot.
And also, like, I actually know your anniversary date, but that's for a different reason. No, so she was in Dallas this week at the where her convention. Won't say the name. And so she's flying in Friday night of her anniversary.
Yeah. So
I call her and I'm like, hey, and like it's real weird because if I did this, like I didn't hear from her for almost like 22 hours. Like she would just be, she's busy, so I wouldn't hear from her.
Oh, my wife would have my nuts.
Yes,
tacked up on the wall.
Absolutely.
I mean, shit, no.
Absolutely.
Yeah, like she sent me a text and she sent me something and I was like, who is this? She was so mad. And
who did this new phone?
I was like, I don't know who this is. Like we've all moved on, but her flight was supposed to get at 9:30 Friday night, so we could spend some time during our anniversary together. 1:07 in the morning.
Oh shit!
I had to be at work the next day too.
Fuck that.
And then we get there and it's just one of those things. It's like happy anniversary. Just go and go to bed. Uh-huh. That's when you get to 16 years, fellas.
I'm going on 2 right now, so
yeah.
We've been together 10 years, but we've been married for 2 almost.
Yeah. It was August 10th would be our 19 years since our first date.
Yeah,
19. That is a long time.
Me and my wife started dating on 420.
Raise your hands if you're shot, kids.
So I guess in I guess it would have been 15 years. I've been with her since, on 420. And when we met, I was high as a fucking kite too.
I was too. No, that's a true story.
Yeah.
I was still 18 years old,
Yeah.
and in Seymour, you remember, you might not went up there, but during the 90s and late 90s, and everybody would drive around downtown.
Scoop the loop, man. I was there. Absolutely.
Yeah, and we'd go up there, and we would just get messed up, and out of town girls, and pretend we were somebody else, and end up in cornfields. So Steph was there, and I went to get her attention. I threw a gum wrapper at her.
Turned
around. And I hit her in the tooth.
Oh.
And I was so blitzed. And I was like, oh, my bad.
My bad, bro.
It worked out.
Yeah, it seems like it.
Yeah. That's the talent there. But what part of Indiana are you from?
I'm from Nashville, Bryan County.
Love
actually.
Nashville.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, man. I used to go to Lake Lemon all the time, man. That's where I used to ride.
I've lived in Bryan County, minus college and stuff, all my life. Never been on Lake Lemon.
Really?
No. I've surveyed around because I'm also a land surveyor.
Yeah.
So I've surveyed all around Lake Lemon, but I've never been on the lake. Ever.
No shit.
No shit.
Yeah, fuck yeah, man. I
don't think I have either.
Fuck, dude. I spent every Saturday and Sunday for about 12 hours a day, every weekend for shit, man, like 6 years.
Damn.
We went to the flea markets all the time, the outdoor ones down there.
Yeah.
And then there's the ones before you get into like the nice part of Nashville.
Yeah.
And Gnawbone.
Yeah, Gnawbone. Yep.
Favorite
absolutely.
name of any Indiana town, Gnawbone.
Of course.
But that's where I found those golf clubs from the 1800s.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
dude, he had no idea what the fuck they were.
No shit.
And I'm sitting there going, how much you want for this? I don't know, $5. I'm like, okay. Because I bought. That's where I have those old hickory ones from.
Yeah,
hell yeah, that's
they're
awesome.
pretty sweet too.
I love flea markets down there because you really get to know society is when you spend time at a flea market and also a state fair because they're very similar.
I was at state fair yesterday, actually.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I did see that.
How is the old state fair this year?
That's pretty good, man. I go up there literally every year since I've been a kid, so it's kind of a thing for me. But other than waiting for fucking an hour and a half to get into a parking lot,
Really?
No, it sucks. I've always come off 70 on Keystone.
Yeah.
And gone up 38th and head over.
Yep.
Never again.
No shit.
No, man, it was horrible. My wife is so pissed off. She's ready to go home before we even got to 38th Street.
Plus, that's a nice part of Indy right there,
it's
too.
a great part of town.
I work close over there, too. It's a nice area.
Yeah, my wife worked right there down the street from the state fair for like 4 years. And I was like, you ain't packing heat?
I always pack heat when I go to the state fairgrounds.
See? They don't want me and him get along.
I'm so used to being around that. But the funniest part is when we went a few years ago, and that's when they first making what is the deep fried Snickers.
Okay, yeah.
All right, first time I've ever seen it, right? And this lady, I'm a large dude, which is fine, but I would never do this. She ordered like 3 of those deep fried Snickers.
Oh, shit.
And then she's like, and they're like, well, ma'am, do you want something to drink? Yeah, I'll have a Diet Coke. Really, bitch?
I feel like Diet Coke is some people's like savior to just like, fuck it. Absolutely. Diet Coke, please.
Well, I had 33 cheeseburgers, but I had a Diet Coke.
Yeah, I had a Diet Coke. Avoided all that sugar.
It was a 2-liter.
Yeah.
I love fair watching. I love finding one.
Oh, dude.
There is something perfect now to Fair Watch there.
What
they
is
have put in, what do you call that? Like ski lift?
Yeah, chairlift.
Okay, they have a chairlift now that goes from one end of the like by the West Pavilion.
I think I saw this.
Through the side, through the road, about 30 feet up in the air.
Yeah.
Down to the East Pavilion.
Okay.
So it takes like 11 minutes to go from one end to the other, and it's like perfect people watching.
Oh, I bet.
Because no one sees you.
Yeah.
They know you're up there, but they're not like watching you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can just sit there and watch and just it's pretty good.
Huh.
I worked at the state fair for a year when I worked for Rhino Linings.
Oh, yeah?
Okay.
And no one cared about the truck bed liners, but they also did this floor thing for garages, the speckle floor, which was real big at that time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that stuff.
Like 2008. And
Yeah, if you could see the floor of my garage, it has it on it.
it does it.
It does.
Did he say if you could see the floor?
Yeah.
You can see the floor.
Well, and it was funny because I had never worked at a fair before. So we were there, but we were right behind the dirt track. So every day,
Oh, yeah.
nothing but covered in dirt.
Yeah.
But I made friends with the Tenderloin people.
Oh,
yeah.
did you?
Yeah.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Nothing more Hoosier than that right there, man.
So
The big dude in the room made friends with
I was
the
actually
Tenderloin.
big then. I was actually in
that's
great
a long
shape.
time ago. Yeah,
I was actually.
That's what started it.
Yeah, and then I would go, and then just the people that would come up and ask you questions.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like what? Like what do you mean?
They would ask if the truck's for sale. I'm like, no, that's my boss's truck.
Yeah.
And then they would ask like, hey, can I sit in the truck? Hey, can I sit in the air conditioning?
What the fuck?
Like, these were just people that just had no boundaries.
No, yeah, no, there's no.
Like, they'd always
no.
try to open the door. I'm like, hey, man, I'm sorry, that's locked. We have it locked. And we also had a dealer truck we sprayed to show off the bed liner.
Okay.
And so, basically, they just had no boundaries.
Oh, yeah.
They would put down the tailgate and start eating on it.
I'm surprised that the Indiana State Fair is not sponsored by Mountain Dew and Doritos.
I don't know why it isn't either. That's a great idea.
Remember the
Fuck yeah, it is.
Harold and Kumar go to White Castle?
Oh, yeah.
The Mountain Dew people. Extreme.
We went. And this is back, well, my oldest was like maybe 2. So, I mean, this has been a long time ago. And it's the only time I've ever been to the State Fair.
No shit.
And probably the last.
I went there once and videotaped a bunch of people.
Well, that's what I was going to
mortified.
say. If we would go, we would definitely have to take our little film crew.
I would love to interview at the State Fair.
Yeah, I mean,
right next,
we got 2 weeks.
Right next to the deep fried stuff.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Just to watch the talent that walks in there.
Uh-huh. we could have some T-shirts made up, like say, like I don't know, Channel 5 News or something.
People see a camera and a mic.
Oh yeah,
they'll say anything. To
oh,
you.
we know. We were out there. We were at the racetrack in Turn 3, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, we were out by the Snake Pit in Turn 3 and everybody was fucked up.
The dude had on a romper.
Yes, he did.
Oh my god, that was right.
Which I do have the video to now. So be looking for that because it is fucking phenomenal. This guy is amazing.
Did it turn out well?
I don't know. I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
I just know I have the footage because, well, it's another reason why I had to go get another hard drive today because there was so many gigs that he gave me on a hard drive that it filled up the other hard drive.
There's a rumor that you've actually been in contact with Sproles. Is this true?
This is absolutely true.
Okay, I just want to make sure before we announce
He
it.
actually stopped by my house this week.
Wow.
Twice.
I thought he got pulled back into the deep government where he's...
Well, I only got to see him. He stopped by my house twice this week, but I only got to see him once.
Did he drive by and just throw it in your yard?
I don't know what happened. I was home, didn't even know he was here. I was expecting him at around 6:30, and at 6:30 came, 6:30 went, and I was like, man, I don't know where Sproles is at. I was like, he was supposed to be here. And my wife was like, oh, well, he stopped by around 6 and dropped this off. And I was like, that motherfucker. I was like, this is fucking bullshit. So, of course, I have to text him and harass him. And it was, what was it? See, that was Wednesday. What night was I at your house?
I don't even.
I don't remember what day that was.
Tuesday, maybe.
And I sent out a video because we have a buddy that he used to be on the show when he moved back. Now he has a job where he can't, and but he's our videographer.
Okay.
And I mean he's extremely busy, so I don't bother him with it.
Okay.
I can do it myself. And you can text him, and you'll go weeks, and he'll never text you back. And a week is a little much. Weeks, I would say a week. You can go a week. But he texted me one night just out of the blue, and I was just like, holy shit. So I had to make a video saying he's okay, he's been found, and then I sent it out in a group text message to all of us that we text him, and then he doesn't text us back. I don't think he was very happy about it.
Getting called out like that, huh?
Oh yeah, he's a good dude. He had stopped by and pick up our wireless mic. Actually, his wireless mic that I have had for about 2 months now. Never gave it back to him. He wouldn't answer my fucking text messages. I just held his shit hostage.
That's right. There you go.
But now let's get back to you, man. What's in store for 812 Farms, man? I mean, what's you got? Big news? What do you got?
Well, I mean, see here, like we just got a 1-barrel brew system.
Okay, what's that mean?
Okay, so 1 barrel is 31 gallons, right?
Okay.
So that's enough to make 2 full-size standard kegs of beer every time you brew.
Okay.
All right. Like a lot of restaurants and breweries here in Indiana, a lot of them are just 1-barrel breweries. You know, they're not like Sun King or any of that with a 15 and 30 barrel system or whatever.
Yeah.
You can supply a restaurant no problem with 4 or 5 beers on a 1-barrel system brewing a few times a week.
Yeah.
Even once a week, honestly, you can get by with supplying a restaurant like that.
Yeah.
So we're going to start doing that.
what's the time frame? Because I mean, I used to brew, like do home brew.
Okay, yeah.
Did it for a couple of years, me and a buddy of mine, and I mean, it would take us. I mean, we had like the little fucking 5-gallon bucket deals.
yeah.
I mean, it would take us a fucking month to a month and a half to get a final product.
So, depending on what kind of beer you're making,
Yeah.
that's how long it has to sit in the fermenting tank, right?
Yep.
But anywhere from a week for one beer
Yeah.
to 5 weeks for, like, say, like an IPA or something like that. You know, you let that sit in there a little longer. But so we're gonna start with 4 different beers. We're gonna start with like a Bud Light clone.
Yeah.
Because where our farm's at, it's in Bartholomew County. It's in southern Bartholomew County. It is like everybody in that neighborhood. They're Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Bud Light drinkers. My father-in-law, who owns the actual farm, it used to be a golf course, and it's like 500 and some acres. But we got the buildings and the barns and the front couple acres. That's where the hop farm's at.
Yeah.
So every time he's over, he's always like, I always make him try a drink of the IPA, and he hates them. Like, he's not a big craft beer fan.
Yeah.
So I want to make something that they can drink that's craft beer.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So, and also where our farm's at, we're about 1.5 miles or so off the interstate, maybe 2 miles off the interstate. And there's like probably 15 factories down there.
Really?
On the south side of Columbus, between, where the Ogleville exit's at?
Absolutely. My brother works at Toyota.
All right, so from where Toyota's at, from my farm, I'm about Toyota 2 show?
Well,
both of them. They're kind of side by side. So
because there used to be Arvin Mentor there, and then there also was Cummins. The Cummins is still there too, right?
Yeah, Cummins still there.
There's a firehouse there too.
All right, so you know where that firehouse is at?
Yeah.
Literally 1/4 mile east and 1 mile south is the farm. From that firehouse.
Yeah, because
used to be Oak Knoll Golf Course.
Yeah, because part of my family is Whipker Farms.
Oh shit! Okay, yeah, I know. Okay,
Pat and Keith Whipker on my Steve's side, that they have like the little produce stand.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
That's my aunt and uncle.
Well, I'll be damned. Small world. Yeah, I know them. Yeah,
we're all fucking related.
Holy shit! We're here on the fucking family reunion
like
tour of Smugcast. We got fucking beat.
It was so weird though, because as soon as he knew where he was, is because growing up in Seymour, I used to take all the back roads to Columbus, and
right.
Have a lot of family that lives out there. So, yeah, that is a heavily congested area right there.
And there's no other than the 2 gas stations there. By they have a Rickers, so they have burritos, and then there's a Circle K with a broaster chicken in it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
there ain't shit to eat down there for everybody. And some people don't have time to go all the way into Columbus.
Yeah.
So I mean. There ain't shit for people to eat for lunch down there, or even dinner for the second shift or whatever.
Yeah.
So we're gonna kind of try to fill that void while trying to sell some beer too.
Yeah,
gotcha.
And plus, Friday night,
and then like go back to work.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't tell you the times that I've been at like Scores or something, a couple bars there in Columbus, and you'd have a bunch of Cummins third shift employees like getting hammered before work. I mean, that sounds bad, but they'd be in there with their Cummins badges on, and like you just like
gotta love unions.
Yeah, absolutely.
One of my friends works for Cummins, and one day he worked second shift. And he's at my house, took a sleep for he fell asleep. We fell asleep.
Yeah.
And I woke him up like, bro, man, you're late for work. He's like, no, man, it's fine. I was like, I'm union. I was like, someone took care of it. I applied like 2 days later.
Of course.
And I think that in those small areas though, like, it's still local. People are going more and more back towards local.
You're absolutely right.
I think that because Amazon's killing everything, even commercial wise. I mean, Walmart's probably gonna be the only one that be able to hold them off. Maybe Target.
I don't know, man, because like when you can order your groceries through Amazon now.
Yeah, no shit.
No, I know.
Yeah, so we had my cousin. That's what they do, because we talked about doing the Walmart deal.
Yeah.
Where I mean, that's what we do. It's like a click list, and you just go and pick the shit up. Of course, I mean, they still have to have a store, to go get it. But I don't know how the fuck Amazon's doing it.
But I think
probably like Blue Apron.
Well, actually, Blue Apron just laid off they went public, and
oh really?
I'm such a nerd.
How the fuck do you know this?
Because they're a sponsor on a couple of podcasts. They put a bunch of money in sponsorships with
They're a
podcasts.
fucking sponsorship on every fucking big podcast.
They are. You're right.
But now they're not because they laid up. Once they went public, their stock went down.
Really?
The CEO or COO just stepped down.
No shit.
They're fucked.
Really?
Great concept.
I love their food. My wife and I have been with them for
Have you-
probably
have
8
you done
months.
it?
Yeah, we still do it.
So that's what we had talked about it.
It's
of
really
course,
good.
My wife doesn't listen to podcasts. So, I mean, I can say whatever the fuck I want about her on here.
you be fucked.
because she doesn't listen to it. But, I listen to more or less all the big podcasts, and I started hearing about this Blue Apron. I was like, well, what the fuck's, so I told my wife, I was like, well, look into this, because I'm not going to fucking do that. And so she looked into it, and she was just like, for us, like, as far as, our situation, and like, because, like, our kids won't eat shit. Like, they literally won't eat fucking shit. Like, they want pancakes for every fucking meal. Like, you can't eat fucking pancakes for every goddamn meal.
I love me some pancakes.
I do too. They had pancakes this morning. Ordered them from Bob Evans. Got a carry out.
That one closed over there.
Which one?
It's now a bank over there off Main Street.
Oh, the one on 135.
No,
That's the one I went to.
I know, but I lived the one closer by 65 Main Street.
Yeah.
I went there. I was going to go eat there one day and it was closed.
Oh yeah,
Son of
that's
a-
right. That's
So
right.
I just went to White Castle
Yeah, oh yeah.
for breakfast.
Hey, man, I ain't faulting you.
Nothing like having diarrhea first thing in the morning.
News
Chicken rings.
I know it. News of layoffs at Blue Apron moved the stock today. Here's what's in. So yeah, it was like shares bounced on Friday after they would lay off 1,200 employees from its New Jersey facility as it transitions to newer location 15 miles away.
Huh.
But yeah,
Why would you ever go public? You know what I mean? I mean, you hear this all the time where, they go, like, these companies decide they're big enough to go public, and then all of a sudden they fucking lose their ass.
Absolutely.
Well, they want to go public is because
Plus, you lose ownership.
well, if you go public and you own those stocks, then you can take those stocks at the highest point. Then you can offload them if
Oh,
you're higher
yeah.
up, and then you make a killing off the IPOs.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, how the fuck do you know this? How in the fuck do you know this?
He's plotting.
The
We're not going fucking public anytime soon.
one of my favorite movies. One of my favorite movies is Wall Street,
That's good one. Michael Douglas.
and then Boiler Room.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know what Boiler Room
The
is.
Boiler Room's great. It's the only Vin Diesel movie I really like.
Oh, Vin Diesel's in it? I'm watching that bitch.
It is great.
It's like pre-Triple X.
It's a lot like Wolf of Wall Street, where they run almost like a Ponzi scheme where they're selling them basically shit stocks
Yeah.
that are really not true, and then it's a great movie. It has Giovanni Ribisi in it.
I don't even know who that is.
Has sexy Tia Long in it.
I don't know movies.
Tia Long. Oh, okay. Tia Long.
Yeah. You need to pull up Tia Long.
Yeah. She's smoking.
Hey, it might help if I have all this shit up already, huh?
Oh, my bad.
This has been a fucked up morning. I came in here at 11 o'clock and expected to be able to just go right in, and then I sat down and it clicked with me. Oh, hey, we can't fucking record today because I don't have anything to store it on.
Yeah, you called me so bitter, and I was just
I was pissed.
I was already bitter too.
I was fucking pissed.
But in the meantime, I checked your Twitter, and it's at 812 Farms. Cubs fan?
Absolutely.
Fuck yeah.
Die-hard Cubs fan.
Yeah, we are too. As you can see over there, the legendary Andre Dawson starting lineup. And then I noticed your picture that had Chris Bryant and
is her name Nia?
yeah, NIA.
Oh, I thought you said Tia. Gotcha. Oh yeah,
She's from Friday
yeah.
and Fresh Prince.
Yep. Yeah, that chick's hot as fuck.
I have nothing for her, but I just like that.
No, I don't either.
But she was in the last season of Fresh Prince. She played.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
she did. That's right.
And then she was in Friday. Oh my God.
Yep, Fresh Prince right here.
I know is Hilary was also. I thought she was hot as fuck too.
Oh,
I was always a Hillary fan. Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could just talk her into taking her clothes off by tricking her.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah.
That's where I learned all my game was like.
What's
from
that chick's name?
From Fresh Prince.
What's her-
I cannot think of her real name. But she was also on. After she did this, she did a show with Dennis Leary, and it was like a 1 season episode, and they got canceled. But like she played a little bit more
Why does that say Muhammad Ali's daughter? Is she Muhammad Ali's daughter?
No.
Tatiana is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just Tatiana. Isn't that Tatiana Ali?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What? So she is.
Tatiana Ali's the one on the right, played the younger one.
Oh.
So is that Muhammad Ali's daughter?
No.
No.
Why did it say?
I guess Ali is kind of a common name for that kind of.
Yeah.
Well, why did? But it says. Well, no, it doesn't say. But anyway, whatever. Yeah. No. I this bring back memories here.
I know.
Store that shit back up in the spank bank.
West Philadelphia.
15 years old.
Like Will Smith, I was like, he was the coolest. And then now I see his kids, and I'm like, what happened to you?
Oh my God, his kids.
What's up with his son? Or is he a son still?
Yeah, he's the son. I mean, they're all talented. I have no problem with people that are talented, but they didn't have a chance because their dad is one of the biggest movie stars ever,
exactly.
and their mom is like at one point dated Tupac and a great actress too. So they're like, that's hard to live up to.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think kids of anybody famous are going to be fucked up. I mean, they don't have any choice but to be.
And if we just got dropped into like Michael Douglas's son or or Scorsese's son, like we wouldn't have a chance.
Oh no,
with our personalities now.
Well, I mean, I never.
Do you know who my dad is?
Oh yeah, yeah. As the fucking heroin needles hanging out of my arm.
We'd have to be calling. You ever heard the show?
Celebrity Rehab with AP.
It's called Ray Donovan.
Oh, I love that fucking show.
I'd have to call him all the time. Ray, I'm fucked again, buddy.
Dude, that's a damn good show.
There was like how many dead hookers can we have to keep getting out of there? Her name is Karen Parsons.
Who? That's
Hilary Banks. That's her right there.
Oh, okay.
Her name's Karen.
Yeah,
She doesn't look like Karen.
Karyn. I think that's
Corinne, maybe?
Corinne.
Okay.
I don't know. My name is BJ. That's too complicated. But she hasn't really done anything since then. She was in the Ladies Man. I forgot that.
The Ladies Man.
Oh, yeah, she was. Yep, that's right.
I love that one. Every time I watch Ladies Man, he talks about butt stuff, and I think of you now.
Oh, of course. I mean, butt play is my favorite thing to talk about.
Yes.
Because I find it hilarious.
Most
people don't. It makes them feel icky.
makes them feel shitty.
Oh, there you go.
Hi-oh.
I'll be here all week, folks.
You need a rim shot button in here.
I know, we do. I've been looking to get one of those.
I'd see what I had.
Get one of the soundboard or sound pads or whatever it is.
Someone else told us that, and I'm like, I appreciate it, but once you get us one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Then they stop talking about it.
Put enough money into this fucking podcast. You've seen the studio.
Yes. So it looks like you do one thing like we've done a lot with a lot of different podcasts, but it looks like the family for what you do is also very big and seems like it's very inviting for everybody.
Absolutely.
Because a lot of times you would see a lot of things would be competitive, like with TV shows and with even radio shows or podcasts. But we've noticed that like it's everybody locally has been very inviting to us.
Absolutely. I mean, the brewing community and the hop farming community here in Indiana, to me, are second to none. I'm friends with a lot of brewers, and I know that they're like have a lot of best friends that are other brewers from different breweries in the state.
Yeah.
Some of our good friends are other hop farmers in the state. I just got together with the boys from Indie Highbines on Thursday at Mashcraft.
Yeah.
Okay. I had a buddy come down. He always plays breweries and music and stuff, and so I met Casey up there. And Indie Highbines is Ryan Gedham and Casey Lewis, and they're some of the coolest dudes you've ever met.
Yeah.
And the community is just like he said, it's so inviting and welcoming. If we have any questions or for anything brewing or hop farming related, we have a multitude of people we can talk to.
Yeah.
And they're all they're all in my phone book. I mean, it's not just like I talk to them on Facebook. I mean, we're friends.
Yeah.
We text every week or so and talk to everybody around the state. And so it's
how many hop farms are there in the state? Because to be honest with you, like I literally thought. Once I saw yours, I was like, "Oh, cool! We got a hop farm in the state." Because I didn't know.
All right, so right now there's a few that I'm sure there's a few I don't know about. Because I just found out one the other day. a lot of the hop farms start in Indiana really small, like maybe a quarter or half acre.
Yeah.
We have 2 acres. Indy High Binds is like, I think 2.5 acres. Howe Farms up in Crown Point, they're like 3.5 acres, I think, maybe.
Yeah.
And then Crazy Horse Hops in Knightstown. So they started off as 3 Hammers Farms with like a quarter acre in the back of Ryan's grandparents' house.
Okay.
And Ryan, he's been a plethora of information for us. I mean, he's one of the first farms we ever visited in Indiana before we planted our plants.
Yeah.
They now have 28 acres.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, they're fucking big.
Holy shit.
They've got some of the biggest, nicest equipment. They got some investors and went big.
Yeah.
And go big or go home, man. And they did. And I feel like they've got plans for another 80 acres.
Really?
They're going to be one of the biggest hop farms in the Midwest.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Like, how, I mean, we got all these hop farms in. Like, how do you, like, I don't even know what the word is. I can't speak. I like this beer's starting to get to me. Like, what makes your hops have a different flavor, than say somebody else's farm?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever heard of the word terroir?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm not very smart.
Okay. Not a problem. It's more of a grape and wine term. What it is, it's terroir, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's French somehow.
Yeah.
But what that is, it tells you what the flavor that your soil imparts to whatever you're growing.
Okay.
So, like, you will have grapes from this region are, really good that year. You'll hear people talk about some certain year of vintage wine.
Yeah.
Well, it's because, like, the grapes that year, they had perfect weather or whatever. And so, like, the soil imparted just a perfect flavor to the grapes. And so that's why that, like a 1934 Bordeaux, I mean, that's why that's like just a baller-ass bottle of wine that costs like a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Because that year was just amazing in that, where those grapes were grown.
Yeah.
The same thing translates to hops. So, and I will tell you this, I can guarantee you that hops in Indiana taste a little bit different than hops grown in Oregon. But I will tell you that hops grown in Brown County and Columbus, where we're at, taste different than hops grown in Valparaiso or Fort Wayne.
Okay.
So,
we have a lot of red clay down around this area.
We have some clay. We got a lot of where our used to be a golf course. We have a lot of sand.
Yeah.
We got some sandy loam. Hops are hard to kill, man. They'll grow.
Really?
They'll grow in damn near any kind of soil or medium. They just need a cold winter. You need. That's why they grow between the 35th and the 55th parallel. They need a cold winter to. I think it's called vernalization. It's what's the roots.
Okay.
Grow more during the winter, right?
Okay.
So they kind of go dormant for in the winter, and the roots grow.
Yeah.
So they'll grow in damn near any medium. Some's better than others, but we always keep a couple bags of hops in my freezer, and I'll take them out and I'll just like wet hop my beers year round. Like if I had this at home, I'd dump it in a glass and I'd throw a couple hops in the glass.
Oh, really?
It's a little different flavor.
Yeah.
And we get banana notes out of our Cascade.
What's that? What do you
like
mean?
it literally? I mean, I taste banana.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird as hell. And so, like, I've put out feelers for other farms in Indiana. Said, hey guys, our Cascades are throwing off banana notes. You guys get any of this? I don't know if it's just our soil, but nobody else is getting it.
Really?
And I've literally had Sam Lawrence from Stark Naked Hops the other day. I was talking to him, and he was talking about that he'd had 4 of the same beer that had been hopped with 4 different farms, all in the state of Michigan, but still 4 different farms.
Yeah.
And they all tasted different.
Really?
I mean, it's just
how the fuck does that? you know what I mean?
Well, okay, so some people get more rain, some people don't. Some people put more fertilizer on, some people don't. Some people are organic, some people aren't.
Yeah.
Some people have, it gets too hot and they get bug infestations. It's just, it all varies. But where you're growing and in your soil, it'll impart flavor.
Yeah.
Good or bad, you'll get it.
You're gonna get something.
You're gonna get it.
Yeah.
But so they'll grow anywhere, but anywhere will make it taste different.
Yeah. That's crazy, man.
Yeah, because we know a couple different people that own breweries. Ailman Brewing in Chicago.
Yeah, okay.
He's actually one of the owners, or one of the partners is actually from Seymour.
Okay.
They're based up in Chicago. He came in and talked to us, and then and then the one now it's I think I just had a Twisted Crew, I believe.
You know Josh?
I actually
Josh and Terry?
I know Terry's one of my best friends. We're in each other's weddings.
You're kidding me.
Yep.
I love Terry and I know Terry and Josh both real well.
We both were on the same weight gain program.
Now we're going back to fucking family reunion smugcast again. Jesus Christ.
I literally talked to Terry and Josh like I don't know, a couple days ago.
I just never go home and talk to any of them.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, and because I watched him open his and watched how he went, and now he's transitioned, and
they'll be back.
Yeah, I know. I don't doubt about that.
Oh yeah, he just closed, right?
Well, they sold their all their brewing equipment to their landlord, who owns Brooklyn Pizza.
Yep.
Oh
That's why
yeah.
These fine gentlemen we're talking about.
So he's going to open up Seymour Brewing Company literally any day. I think they're just waiting on some of their paperwork to get back.
Really?
And so he got the brewer from Powerhouse Brewing in Columbus, Rich Meddert. Rich is going to go down there because him and Sean Malone, the owner of Seymour Brewing Company, they've been friends for a long time. Okay. So he's going to come down and brew for them. Josh and Terry are working at Seymour Pizza Palace. And their craft beer down there is just ridiculous. He's got like 10 or 12 taps down there now.
Yeah.
Tore out all that family stuff out in the center, all the, what do you call that, the game stations and shit.
Yeah.
And it's more of a craft beer pizza bar now.
See, I'm convincing there's certain parts of the state there's nothing to do besides drink beer. If you don't like their beer, start making your own beer.
I think that's exactly right.
Well, I mean that's when
that and meth.
When me and DB started brewing our beer, I had no desire. Like I never even thought about it. You know what I mean? And at that point in time, we were drinking beer like it was going out of style. I mean, I didn't have kids. I didn't have shit. I just bought this house. And, it was like every night was a fucking party. And we were taking just trash bags full of beer cans, to buy where we worked because there was a dumpster. And we're throwing, we should have been recycling that shit.
Right. I mean, aluminum's a good pound.
Yeah. And so finally one day he was like, dude, why don't we just brew our own beer? When we first decided to start, it was like, oh, well, we'll save some money. Fuck my ass. we figured it
maybe
up.
If you've been brewing for 10 years.
Yeah. I mean, we figured it up, and to do it, how we were doing it, we were pretty much spending the same amount of money, but then it got to the point where it was fun.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Because it was like, once we kind of went to the local shop to buy our shit up on the north side by Broad Ripple.
It's like great fermentations?
I think so. Yeah. And, we went in there, we're like, well, we just want to start. What do we need? And fuck, after it was over, man, we had like fucking $2,000 and just like, shit to boil it, to cool it, to do all this shit, right? And then, after about 2 or 3 of the kit brews, we kind of understood what made a beer, like how we could change the flavor, how we could do all this stuff. And then, so then it became fun.
Okay.
Because then it was like, okay, well, what, let's make something. Because we finally got to the point where we would make and have like 3 or 4 cases of beer. And then we would have people over to the house and we'd have a party and be like, here's what we're drinking tonight. And I mean, we made a pumpkin, I can't even remember, it was like a pumpkin pie beer that we had kind of, it was like, it was getting into the fall, and he was like, let's make a pumpkin. I was like, man, I don't want no fucking pumpkin pie beer, man. What the fuck's wrong with you? So we kind of took some ideas from a couple different recipes, and then took another couple, from different and then kind of added our own little flavor into it. And it was the best fucking tasting pumpkin pie beer that I've ever had in my life.
Fucking hey.
And, I mean, some of it was probably because, we made it, but we had a lot of people who was like, can you make us some of this? I was like, we can try. And so once we went through all 4 of those cases, we made it again. Exact same steps. Because we always wrote everything down and made sure everything was done as far as time. Everything goes, right? Didn't taste the same.
No kidding.
No fucking kidding. Absolutely did not taste the same. It just was not as good. I mean, the first time we made it, it tasted like you were eating a fucking piece of pumpkin pie.
Damn.
And it was so good. But and then it got to the point where we were making shit, and you would you spend all this time making this beer, and then it tastes like shit, and you're like, fuck, And I think we had like two or three beers in a row that we were just trying too much shit on, and they came out, and it was like that you can't even fucking drink that, and we'd have to dump it all out. And I think we made one more beer after that, and I was like, dude, I can't. I've got too much money in this shit. I can't fucking do it. So we ended up just quitting. Yeah. But we had about 2 years, and it was fun, man.
Good, man.
We went down and we toured. What's the place in Bloomington?
Upland.
Yeah,
BBC.
Yeah, went toward Upland, and looked at all that shit. Of course, when you do that, you're like, oh shit, man, we can do this. Like, this is fuck yeah, man. Then you really start thinking about it. You're going, nope, we can't do this. This is way too fucking much.
You ever been to the Tap Brewery?
I don't think so.
Okay, so there's one in Bloomington on the square, and there's also one on Mass Ave in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, so I love that place. The owner is one of the coolest dudes you've ever met, and the brewer is also one of the coolest dudes you've ever met.
Yeah.
We make a beer with them a couple times a year, but they made, you were talking pumpkin beer. They made a pumpkin beer, during pumpkin season, white girl season, what they call that,
Exactly.
Is
that basic bitch?
I think it has
Is that a basic bitch season?
I think so.
That's when the pumpkin spice latte comes out at Starbucks.
So when the Ugg boots start coming out, it's
right.
time for the pumpkin
right.
spice bullshit. But they would take their pint glass, and you know how you like dip a margarita glass in salt?
Yeah.
They had like cinnamon sugar.
Oh.
But it was like not granulated sugar. It was like kind of like really thick, kind of like sea salt, but like
really
like
yeah
sugar.
Yeah.
And so they put the rim of that, and like, man, I was so I don't like pumpkin beers, man, but I drank the shit out of that, dude. It was like a dessert.
You became a basic white girl at that point in time.
I did. Give me my oversized sunglasses and a Ugg. Yeah, hell yes, I was there, but it was good. But yeah, man, this is the little things like that. You can just takes it next level.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've had several. I kind of when we were doing that, we kind of went on a kick where we were going out trying, all these different beers, and because we kind of came to the point where it was like, we want to see, you could start to tell like the different tastes, different flavors, and different shit, you're talking in each beer, and then we were like, oh shit, man, do you taste, we really became beer snobs there for a while, and we didn't drink Bud Light.
That's got a good nose on it. Yeah.
we didn't drink Bud Light. We didn't, nothing that was, quote unquote factory made.
Yep.
It was like it was. We had to have craft beer. It was, and we went everywhere to try. And we actually had a beer from Upland that you had to get on a list for, and I can't remember what.
Was it a sour?
I can't remember.
They used to do, well, they still do.
It's
secret Barrel Society members.
Well, it's like you had to get on the list, and it only came out once a year, and it came out in like these big, like wine bottle looking deals.
Yeah, okay, that's one of their sours.
Is that what it is? Well, I had 4 of them.
Paw sour, maybe?
I can't remember. Like how they brewed it was like the original way that beer was ever brewed, like being fermented by like the outside air, and they had a.
Oh shit! I know what you're talking about.
They had a persimmon. They had, I want to say maybe a raspberry, but they had 4 different flavors, and so we got all 4 of them, and we brought them up one night. We're like, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna fucking try all 4 of these beers, and we could not stand the flavor of any of them.
Really?
I am not even kidding you. We cracked the first one open, and because we, being from Mitchell, they have the Persimmon Festival, so it's like, persimmons. I've had persimmon shit since I can fucking remember, and we were like, well, let's not drink that because that's probably not going to taste good. And so we set it to the side and started cracking open the other ones, and we started drinking them. And I remember I was drinking the first taste. It was kind of like, okay, maybe, let me get used to it. And so I got about halfway through that first glass, and I was like, you know what this fucking tastes like? And he's like, I don't know, man. I cannot put my finger on it. He goes, but it's not good. And I was like, it tastes like, when you're in elementary school and somebody pukes
Yeah.
And they put that powder shit on it, and you smell that. That's what it fucking tasted like.
Oh, fuck that.
And I was like, he goes, that's fucking exactly it. I was like, this is horrible. I was like, is this what this shit's supposed to taste like?
I hope not. Jesus Christ. I hope that's just a bad batch.
Yeah. And so he was like, well, let's crack open this other one. So we cracked open whatever the other one was and started drinking it. And right off the bat, I was like, no, fuck no. This is fucking horrible. I'm like, surely these are bad, right?
I bet they were sours. 'Cause that's usually what they do in the big bottles like that is sours.
That's maybe what it is. So we went through all 4 of these bottles.
Didn't like a single one of them.
The only one we liked was the fucking persimmon.
See, okay, I love their persimmon.
It's the only one that didn't really have that weird. There was a weird flavor in it, but it didn't taste like those other ones did.
Okay.
And I was so pissed because we waited forever for those beers to come in.
You entered the lottery, didn't you?
Well, no, I mean
on their list or a lottery list.
No, I can't. Man, it's been so long, I can't really remember. I just remember like when we went and toured, like they told us about this beer that's coming out, and they said if you guys want on the list to be able to get a bottle, sign up before you leave, and when they come out, we'll send you an email, and then you can come pick them up. So I mean, so I was like, well, fuck yeah, man, And then we got them. Oh god, I was so pissed. They all just except for the persimmon, they all tasted like shit.
I worked next door to a liquor store and got to get friends with the manager. And like they would wait for certain beers to come in, and then like one bottle of beer would be like $10 or $15 because it was only made so many.
Yeah.
And then it creates so much hype around it.
Yeah.
And then I always asked him, and that's why I always talked to him. His name is Eli. I was like, what do you think is better? Like, be able to have it all the time or just like certain parts of the year? He's like, certain parts of the year is something to look forward to.
Oh, absolutely.
And then they can basically charge almost what they want to charge.
Yeah.
Because everybody wants to get be able to be mass distributed across everywhere.
Yeah.
But
what's the, you may have to look this up. There's a Sam Adams beer. That's like
Utopia.
It's like a crazy proof.
Utopia.
Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. It only comes out like once a year, and it's like $150.
It comes out every 2 years.
Comes out every 2 years.
I think so. Yeah.
But it's like $150 a bottle.
It's in looks like a gold
flask.
flask.
Yeah. And I almost bought one year. Well, actually, it was right in that time, and I was like, well, we got to try it. and there was a liquor store down the street here, that had 4 bottles.
No shit. Wow.
Yeah. And I had asked them about it, and they were like, well, when it comes out, I'll call you. And I was like, all right, cool. When they come in, because I go in there enough to where we're on first name basis, and they have my phone number.
Like Norm, huh?
Yeah. And so, I go, and I get down there, and they have 1 bottle left, and they were saving it for me. And so I walked in, and I was like, I can't buy that. Because knowing me, I'm going to buy that $150 bottle of beer, and I'm going to go home and I'm going to fucking drink it. And that's not how you're supposed to drink that beer. Like, that's supposedly like a sipping, like you're drinking like a, it's like a scotch or something. It's some crazy proof.
Yeah, it's like damn near.
I want to say it's like an alcohol proof.
Yeah. I was going to say it was like.
Have you found it?
No, I came across, I had the top 10 craft breweries in Indiana. And the reason I pulled it up was it's called, I think it's called Three Floyds. Mm-hmm. And the same thing, they make a thing called Dark Lord Day.
Oh, yeah.
It's a limited.
Which I don't like.
Which is a limited edition. But they also make the year-round is called Zombie Dust.
I do like Zombie Dust. That shit's delicious.
Yeah.
Then there's number 2 is Sun King Brewery Company. Number 3 is Upland. Number 4 is Triton Brewing Company. And then you have, is it Flat 2 Briarworks? Flat 12.
Flat 12. Yeah.
Then 18th Street Brewery.
That's in Hammond, I think, or Gary.
Big Woods Brewing Company.
Yep.
Tin Man Brewing Company. Black Acre Brewing Company. Fountain Square Brewing Company is number 10. But what was pretty cool, the reason I pulled this up, because it says Indiana might be the first place you think of when it comes to great craft beers. But in the Midwest, know that Indiana has been consistently producing some of the most exciting craft breweries in the country, from the shores of Lake Michigan to the rolling hills of southern Indiana. So that's really cool to hear. Cause,
absolutely.
So I was when I was reading that, I was thinking, wow, that's and that's on it's on the website called Bolster, BOLSTR, if you want to read the whole list, and it gives you information on all the breweries. but because a lot of times when you think of like breweries or wineries, you think of big cities and other places like that.
You see, this is the same Adams Utopia. This some bitch has been blended and been aged up to 22 fucking years
For a beer.
What's that?
How does the beer hold that long?
So what is it? Which one of these is the alcohol content?
28%.
So it's 28. So it's 28% alcohol.
What's the average beer? Let's say if they
Five.
Get 5. Okay.
That's what the standard for a 12-ounce beer is 5%.
Unless it's Canadian.
Like your Bud Light, yeah.
Or Ohio 3.2 beer.
Yeah. Like, so yeah, I mean, but look what this shit comes in.
That's awesome.
Shit. But yeah, like you're supposed to sip it. Yeah, cognac, that's what it is. Like you're supposed to sip it like it's a fucking cognac.
Or an aged sherry.
I don't even know what the fuck sherry is. I'm not that sophisticated.
I have used it in cooking. I feel like cooking sherry, but I don't know what it is.
Huh.
Maybe like a port or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
That the bottle it comes in looks like. Have you ever seen they're like brew kettles at Sam Adams? It kind of looks like a smaller version, or like that's what they were like maybe hinting at towards there.
It's pretty cool. It'd be nice to have the bottle in the studio here. We do have a Crystal Head vodka skull.
It's coming out this year.
What is? Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck. There's another $150.
I have the
fucking podcast.
I have 10 of them. 10 of the world's most expensive beers, according to Mental Floss. I mean, they're really running out of website names.
Mental Floss.
Mental Floss.
Huh.
Sapporo Space Barley. It's a 5.5% alcohol, and this is the world's. It's $110 for a 6-pack.
$110. At least it's a 6-pack.
I wonder if it's just like not they don't make them much, and it's just so hyped up, or like I wonder what the.
In 2006, Japanese and Russian scientists tested how well barley could grow in space. So these, this was rocketed into space.
So that's why it's so expensive.
Oh, what do you got there?
Simcoe Rainbows.
Simcoe Rainbows.
I'm all about the rainbows.
I'm loving these guys. Where are these guys out of?
These these beers here are from 450 North in Columbus.
Gotcha.
So they have like a pizza and brew pub, and then they also have a winery called Simmons Winery.
Gotcha. I love these labels. They're unique.
Yeah, like okay,
you know
so
what I mean?
One of them is called. I'm gonna name you off the names, and it's gonna sound like you're in a dispensary. Okay.
Okay.
So
we got Pineapple Kush.
We got gummy. we got Gummy Haze.
Oh God.
We got Rainbow Drops, Citra Rainbows, Simcoe Rainbows, Fruity Nuggets, 420 Juice.
Oh shit.
Lollipop Dream.
Does any of them have CBD in it?
They ought to.
Yeah,
they take care of these achy joints and
shit, man. I got some Charlotte's Web downstairs.
Yeah, that's legal to ship across the country now.
That's awesome, man. I ordered that shit from Colorado.
That's good.
Cost me fucking $85 for 15-day supply. If you use it like you're supposed to. Well, yeah, fuck yeah.
That Dark Lord is $50.
50. Well, hold on. Now, does that you get entrance to the festival plus that $50?
Three Floyds Brewing Company ranks them among the best breweries in the nation. Some as far go by say the world by most accounts. Based in Munster, Indiana, they
don't fuck around.
Yeah, I was trying to look up.
I always take off their labels and make them into stickers.
You want it?
No, I've got enough at home. I'm just telling you. Okay. That's what I always do because they make good stickers.
Oh, fuck. I'll save those bitches.
I love stickers.
I do too. We don't have any. We ran out because I'm getting some made here in a few weeks, but I'll send you guys some. We got some sweet ass stickers.
Oh, cool! Yeah, fuck yeah, man. That's awesome. I'm getting socks from Concept this week.
Yeah, and our buddy, and a
T-shirt,
and then he said maybe a little gift basket or whatever.
Yeah, it's probably his address so we can send him drugs.
Yeah, because he said it's sparse there.
Yeah,
I was gonna put sparse in the text, but it was real early. It kept saying spare, and I was like, I'm just gonna. Yeah.
Autocorrect's been pissing me off lately. My phone's old as fuck. What? So have you been out to Colorado?
Yes, I went. I was there last May.
Sorry,
last May for my buddy's wedding. We went out there and stayed in Colorado Springs for a week.
Yeah,
it was a baller time.
Did you get to go to the dispensaries?
Absolutely. Starbuds in Denver.
Starbuds in Denver.
I mean, I went to like 4 or 5 of it, but that was the first one. It was Starbuds in Denver.
Yeah,
because I guess it's like a That's like one of their biggest chains out there, I guess.
Really?
They have them all over the place, I guess. I don't know, but
that's what I mean. What was your experience going in there?
Like a fat kid in a candy store.
That's.
I mean, you know,
we had iNormal on here.
Okay.
A couple months ago, and they're actually coming back the 20th.
I believe so.
Yes, the 20th, because they have a town hall on the 26th, and they actually contacted us and was like, "Hey, you know, can we come back on, talk about, you know, the upcoming
awesome, man,
the upcoming deal?" And I was like, "Well, fuck yeah, you can."
Yeah,
and
we love Normal.
That's what he was like. You know, he was like, you know, I went out to Colorado, you know, and his idea of going out there was the same idea that I had if I was able to go out there. And, you know, he thought, you know, he'd walk in and, you know, and fucking, you know, the lights would beam down from heaven. You know, and you got Fog Hat playing in the background or something. And he's like, no, man. He's like, you walk in, it's like a fucking retail store. He's like,
it really is.
And I was just like, I know, but there's just pot everywhere.
It's kind of like being like in a hipster grocery store.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I would like, you know,
Yeah.
that's how I'd rank it up there.
Yeah. What, so I'm guessing you partook in some, in a little cannabis?
No, absolutely.
What'd you get?
I got some headband. I got some OG Kush because I like to keep it old school. School. And I think we got some White Widow just to, you know, make it, you know, we went kind of the old favorites, you know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah.
And then we got, my wife loved these things. You know, we don't do a lot of it. There's not edibles here a lot, you know.
Unless you make your own.
Unless you make your own.
And you got to be careful with those.
Oh,
now.
fuck yeah.
Rogan told that story.
Fucking edibles will fuck you up.
I just want to go on with Joey Diaz and eat some stars sometimes.
I know, right? Do you listen to his podcast?
Oh my god, the church is hilarious.
Dude,
I love that
he's
dude.
eating like a fucking 1,000 milligrams of fucking cannabis.
He's making that Lee Syatt just get fucked up every show.
Every fucking show. Like you know, you can't fucking die. Like you're gonna, you think you're gonna die. But
Definitely pass the fuck out
you're
for
not gonna
2
die.
days.
Like, you know, I still love, like, I mean, even still this day and age with all the information that is out there, that people still think that cannabis is worse than fucking heroin.
Yeah.
I've tried my hardest to smoke myself to death, and it's fucking impossible. You just get really hungry and you want to go to bed.
Yeah.
And, I mean, but fucking edibles is a whole different ball.
There's a difference between sharing a joint and sharing needles.
Oh, fuck you think?
Sorry, Scott County.
Yeah, no shit.
It's $15 for a 22-ounce bottle, and it's $50 for what's called a Van Winkle barrel or a port barrel.
Okay.
That's what it is for that
Okay.
one, that dark Lord.
Got you.
Whenever I hit the lottery, I'm gonna buy me a bottle of Pappy.
Yeah.
Just for the I don't even like bourbon, but I'm gonna fucking have a bottle of Pappy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, for the hell of it.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
It's like fucking $1,000 when you can find it.
Fuck
It's
that.
ridiculous. It's stupid.
Damn.
Yeah, it looks like the Sam Adams, the hair of the dog, Dave, $2,000.
What?
Oh, my God.
Well, of course, to show out a suggested retail of it's right here actually. The number one most expensive beer also appears to have our number one most alcoholic beer, which support. But yeah, it's 29%. Each time, it's back in the late 1990s when it was first brewed. It used to cost around $80 a bottle. Where it made available, there's $2,000. It's sold out instantaneously.
Jesus.
So that $2,000 is that like the secondary market?
Well, it says hair of the dog. It's actually right here. It's that's why I'm so confused about it.
$50 a bottle. Huh. Man. I don't even know what a beer would taste like.
Oh,
over
this is
28%.
why. You can't get too high and almighty about people spending as much money as you pay for shitty car for single beer, since some amount of the 24K was given to charity. So that's why it's called that. It's actually Hair of the Dog, but it's from Hair of the Dog Brewing Company, but they actually give some of the money to charity.
Okay. So do I get a tax write-off with that purchase?
I think so.
I better.
$2,000, and then obviously the Seymour Adams Reserve is $199. All right, yeah, Utopia is 2013, and then you have like a Moody Tongue, the truffle wine company, and then there. I mean, good lord, the brewery beer patriarch in the pear tree. I would not buy it just because that name is I can't pronounce it. Like, hey, my favorite beer is made by I can't pronounce your name. Jesus Christ! No, I mean it's just amazing how many different beers there are out there, and there's a thing that says what kind of beer you drink is kind of like what kind of personality you have.
What's it say about an IPA drinker?
That's what I was looking for, was the stereotypes of IPA drinkers.
You know why I like an IPA? Because when I drink it, it reminds me of weed.
It's fucking dank and resin.
I mean, it's, you really get, you think, like when you first, you get a bag, what's the first thing you do? You put your fucking nose in it, smell it. Like, that's what it tastes like to me, is that first smell, of a big bag of weed.
Well, you know that cannabis and hops are first cousins.
That's I was just I was just telling him that. Was it yesterday we were talking about it?
Yeah. Well, and it was we were talking about it on Thursday, because you were talking about I'm going to ask them the question. It was like, if you're doing this, are you preparing for this? And then you said they're first cousins.
Yep.
Now, if you could just get pot plants to come back every year like perennials and grow 20 feet in the air.
No shit.
Here it is. The craft beer drinker stereotype.
Okay. 42.6
have a bachelor's degree, 21.1% have a master's degree, 8.5 have a PhD. The average 21 to 25 is 5.4, 26 to 34 is 26.4, 35 to 49 is 41.5%, 50 to 65 is 24.3, 65 and plus is 2%. Most likely to buy organic foods, likes listening to news on the radio, enjoys nice bike riding and jogging alone.
Are you describing hipsters?
It's trying to say that. That's what it's trying to say right there. It's hipsters, but it's not all hipsters.
No,
because anytime somebody doesn't like something, they blame it on either millennials or hipsters.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that now?
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They used to blame it on other races, but they didn't want to get in trouble no more, so they just started.
Yeah.
I was talking about someone the other day. I blame everything on hipsters.
Well, a lot of truth in that. They ruin everything.
Yeah, it's just interesting. When you haven't been around somebody that's not been around people, beers outside of your local, gas station or whatever, and then there's always a craft beer snob.
Oh, absolutely. I became a craft beer snob for a while.
Yeah, but you never made it uncomfortable for other people.
Well, no, because I'm
like, why? Are you
because when it comes down to it, I'm just here to get fucked up. That's it. I mean, really, that's what it is.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers, man. I mean, that's I am not one to judge somebody on how they want to get fucked up. Like, if you want to shoot heroin, then go fucking shoot heroin. Like, I don't give a fuck. You're not affecting my life. If you want to make that stupid fucking decision, then you make that stupid fucking decision.
Get out of the fucking gene pool.
Exactly. Like, we don't need you here.
I agree with that 100%.
I'm not going to judge somebody on what beer they want. But but I also expect them not to judge me on not wanting to drink, maybe a fucking IPA. I'm not saying I don't, but it's what's right in front of me. So I'm not going to fucking judge somebody. I don't want them to judge me. We're all here just to get fucked up and have a good time.
I agree with that 100%.
If you can't get fucked up and have a good time, what's the point in being here?
Yeah, let me taste that one.
That's why I go golfing.
You golf?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What are we doing? What are we doing after this then? I mean, if that's me and him, because we didn't have anything to do, and the only day he's off during the week is Sunday.
Okay.
And therefore, when we started golfing, when we picked it back up, that was the only day a week I had off.
Mm-hmm.
And we had talked about doing this podcast. Well, we'd started golfing on Sunday. We started out doing it like every other Sunday, and then it kind of worked into every Sunday. And he doesn't drink really. I do. So I would go get fucked up at 8 o'clock in the morning and go golfing,
Absolutely.
And then we started. Then we played 9. Then we go eat a bunch of bratwurst and stuff. It was great.
And then we started the podcast, and we haven't been able to golf since.
Oh shit! I'll have to have you guys come down. We'll go golfing in Brown County sometime.
Oh, fuck yeah, man!
I got free greens fees for you.
Oh, fuck yeah! We just haven't. We would go to Hickory Stick over here.
Yeah, okay.
Which we're going golfing this week. We are.
Which means we won't be able to move on Saturday.
Nope.
That was the other thing, too.
I can't mention why we're going golfing or who we're going golfing with, but there will be a video.
All right. I'm excited now. Hell yes.
And they invited us. Well, I got invited to go by AP. It was awesome.
Yeah.
I was going to go to the driving range today, and then I realized that, like, I had stayed up too late, so I was like, I'll just go another time.
You know that, like on the golf carts, because this is an outing,
Okay.
and it tells like who you are and what company you're from.
Okay.
And BJ's will say BJ Robbins Smugcast on the golf cart.
Yes.
So look forward to that. We may have to blur part of it out, but we can at least show it.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing. We got tired of waking up being really sore the next day.
Oh yeah, because I mean I used to golf a lot. Actually, me and the buddy I used to brew beer with, we got on a kick where we decided that we were going to get good at golf. And then that lasted about 4 months. And then we were like, fuck this, man. This shit costs way too much. It takes too much fucking time. I'm not on fucking time for this shit. And so we we quit that little adventure. That actually, the guy I used to brew beer with, we call him DB on here.
Okay.
He lives down in Florida now. He's actually going to be back in September.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we'll probably have to have him on the show. But
we'll have to check our schedule.
yeah, it's true. He was really good at the Happy Gilmore. And really
I've
good.
tried that, and I fucking suck at it.
Me too. But he was really fucking good at it.
It's awesome.
And we were at the driving range because, I mean, we would literally, if we didn't, we would play 3 to 4 nights a week.
Damn.
And if we didn't play, we would go to the driving range.
Okay.
If we just didn't have it in us, a long day, whatever, you know, because we worked together at the time.
All right.
And so we were there doing, you know, screwing off, hitting balls, you know, and we were trying to be really good about it and, you know, work on our chip shots and do all this shit, you know. And then we would get down to the end of the basket of our balls and we start fucking off. And so he goes to do a Happy Gilmore one time and hits the ball, and the head of his golf club flies farther than the ball did.
Oh, shit. That's even a
The son of
Happy
a
Gilmore
just-
line, isn't it?
Yeah. The son of a bitch just snapped. And I mean, brand new club.
Oh,
Well,
no.
not brand new,
Still.
but you know, that year new club, you know, and just snapped that bitch right off.
That sucks.
Most people don't know, you know, the more you play, the harder you start swinging. You know, because you become more accurate.
Yeah.
You know, and you're able to do that. And when you buy a club, you know, a year before, based on you not swinging real hard, you know, it's a very flexible club. When you start swinging harder, you can't use that same fucking shaft. That bitch just snapped right the fuck off. What are you looking at?
I was looking at just some weird things.
Okay.
I do that a lot on the internet.
Oh yeah, of course, man. I got on a kick the other night, and my wife goes, "What the fuck are you listening to?"
Rabbit holes are awful.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
I was
man.
in one too, man. And she's just like, "You listen to some of the dumbest shit on fucking YouTube."
Oh, I love YouTube.
Oh, fuck
Speaking
yeah.
of that, make sure you go to Smudcast and check out our YouTube page.
Oh yeah. This is the last week. This is
of
the
it,
last
yeah.
week. If we don't get 100 subscribers on YouTube, that fucking video's not coming out.
I know it. Stay in the closet.
He's gonna go.
I'm going to go on right now and subscribe. So just give me a second here.
There's not that many subscribers. If we get 100, that I have to put out this video of me riding around the neighborhood in my underwear at night, drunk as fuck. I really don't want that video to come out.
You
so-
have 42 subscribers.
Yeah, I know.
How do I subscribe?
There should be a subscribe button.
That's the
somewhere.
problem.
Oh, there we are.
They, I don't know, man. I really want to push the, you know, to get, but we're just not really putting out that much content.
There we go.
Well,
hard to-
I think it'll slow down now. It's weird is like during when the kids are off and not in school, and it's like you're
Oh,
so much
yeah.
more busier now when you're in school because they have to go to bed at a certain time. They're done, and you can kind of get back to normal.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, summertime is it's one of my favorite time. But we're heading into fall season. Fall season is I think the best, especially down in southern Indiana.
Oh, I love fall.
Yeah,
It's the best.
It's been fall weather the past 2 days.
Oh,
my God.
absolutely. It's been nice.
Ridiculous nice.
I had the Jeep out last night, I think, and it was just such a nice.
Did you
fun
bring the
ride.
Jeep today?
It's raining.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Fuck. I need a video piece.
You got a Wrangler or a JK?
I got a Wrangler.
I guess not a Wrangler. Are you a TJ or a JK or?
It's a 2007.
All right. Okay,
It's
so
a
first year for the JK.
Yeah, it was the first year they didn't put the inline sticks in.
I had a 2006, so the last year of the inline six.
I was going to buy 06 Rubicon with the inline six because it's indestructible.
Absolutely.
But now I have the 7, but it is a 6-speed though, 4-wheel drive.
Yes.
If you're a dude, you do not have an automatic Jeep, and you do not. A 4-door is not a Jeep. That is an SUV.
Dude,
Thank you. We're seeing eye to eye.
If you wave at me in a 4-door, I don't wave back.
dude, I went to the gas station last
This
night.
is what happened in my 06.
Holy.
Let me see that.
I think you might have took a wrong turn or something.
A lady crossed center line and hit me.
Oh, shit.
I had full size axles and
Yeah.
big 37s, and
Oh, my
they were
God.
sticking way far out, and she hit my tires. She didn't hit the tub. Everything was fine.
Yeah.
But she hit my tires,
Yeah.
ripped both my axles off.
Oh, shit.
I had a 78 CJ that had.
Oh, nice.
but-
I had an 86 7.
and then the hood wouldn't stay closed.
Oh, no shit.
So every time you go, had the big. Had the Daisy Duke Eagle on the front of it.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
I bought the vehicle when I first met Steph, and
Yeah.
Is that a Renegade maybe? Or?
yeah, it was a Renegade. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No, so I go to the gas station last night, and I pull up, and there's this dude sitting in a jacked up, big fucking Swamper tires and shit,
Slampers.
4-door Jeep. And I of course, I pull up in my wife's car, and just because it had gas in it.
That's what I drive, whatever's got gas in it.
Yeah. And so I pull up, and he's just sitting there, and he's got his shades on, and he thinks he's cool.
Just big balling, huh?
Yeah, and I was about half lit anyway, and I walked up next to him, and I started to stop and turn, and then I was like, "Wait, you've had drinks, you can't." But my first thought was to go, it's not a real fucking Jeep, right? I got a guy I can fucking call right now that will tell you that exact same thing.
They're beautiful. They're
They're absolutely
beautiful.
I want to
they're
go.
not-
That's a fucking SUV,
Yes,
asshole.
it is.
Absolutely.
Fucking
Absolutely.
soccer moms trade in the fucking vans for those.
Bunch of mall crawlers.
Yeah. Oh, it's just because my Jeep has been in the mud, even though it's an 07, it's nice. I bought it basically brand new, but I've taken the mud, taken down by the river.
Yeah.
You can tell by the rust and everything underneath. I've tried,
Oh, you're from Seymour, so
Yeah.
please tell me you've been to Maumee back in the day. The backwaters?
I always had a place I went out by. There was a place out there by Cypress. I went with Terry.
Okay,
and
okay.
Not known for what Cypress was kind of known for growing up.
Right.
Male camping.
Oh,
One sleeping bag.
little dick sucking going on.
A lot of DNR raids.
And then I always went out behind the high school too, back by the river there.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So,
okay.
For the longest time, I didn't have a vehicle where I could go do it, and then as I got a little bit older, then I used to be able to go out and do that. But I've been down there, but I've never been able to go with one of my own vehicles.
Okay, I got you.
I'm starting to get loose here with this beer.
What do you mean by loose? Like two dudes in here? Or?
No, it means I'm starting to feel pretty good. Like
Good,
this,
man.
This may have to be.
But I bet you didn't feel as good as this guy that just went to the Emoji movie.
I'm sorry, what?
There's an Emoji movie.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. You know what? My wife did tell me about that. And she went, that's not fucking happening.
Well, here's the
Hold
thing.
on, hold on. 1 second.
Yeah.
Have you watched the new Fast and the Furious movie?
No, I have not.
Okay.
What's it called? Fate of the Furious?
Yeah.
I've not seen the newest one, though.
I think I watched it. I just because BJ hates those movies.
I did.
Is this the first one without Paul Walker in it, though?
Yeah.
Fuck it, I ain't watching it. Fucking love Paul Walker.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No, everybody thought
If you listen to last week's episode, BJ does not feel that way.
Well, this film goer was accused of performing lewd act at the Emoji movie.
Oh, is this like Paul Rubens?
Yeah.
Okay.
But this was at the one. It's a cartoon with a bunch of emojis dropped around.
Hey,
What?
now I'm going to tell you right now. You know Jessica Rabbit?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Listen, okay?
I watched it the other day.
I'm just saying.
I was alone.
Absolutely. I rub one out to a cartoon. Not gonna lie.
What's her name off Family
George
Guy?
Justin's wife?
Fuck yeah, dude! I saw a meme of her one time. George Jetson has a humongous dick. Not
Listen,
gonna lie.
Was it on Reddit on Rule 34?
I don't remember. It's been a while.
Just type in Rule 34 up there. Just see what pops up.
Rule 34.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes I feel like my mind is just degenerated just from Reddit. I feel like
You're gonna fit in real good here. You fit in just right with us. Which one? Oh, right here.
Just hit images. Probably something pops up. Look at that. See, it must be 18.
Continue. What is?
It's like cartoon porn, man.
They have that on X videos too.
hey, fastest loading servers in the market.
Yeah.
X videos?
Yeah, fastest loading servers.
And then
Really?
another thing you do is just hold the cursor over the videos, and it'll kind of go through what it's about, so you don't have to click and fast forward.
No, what the? Oh my god!
See what I'm saying?
That is some.
What the fuck?
That is some.
What is this?
That's some high quality definition.
What is she from?
I have no idea,
I know. Nobody listening to this gets a fucking clue what we're talking about, but
we can't give a clue what we're talking about.
No,
Just
this is
look up
fucking
Rule
amazing.
34 and hit images. Just make sure you're 18 or over.
Look up Rule 34.
R-U-L-E.
Click on
Hold on,
the link.
was that the Pharaoh?
says Rule 34 Reddit.
Just not you, Mom.
Oh my god! What? Which one? Which one?
I don't care, man. I don't.
Samus getting fucked by an alien.
Oh.
Let's check that one out. Maybe. What the? Oh, look, butt play. I wish we could edit this into the feed.
Oh my lord! Grab your camera and turn it around.
Oh my
Fred
god!
and Wheezy celebrating a Quidditch win with Angela Johnson. Harry Potter.
Oh my god! You have got.
I'm sorry.
That takes talent. That takes talent right there.
That does take talent.
You got to be strong to be able to hold her up like that. Please go to YouTube and search. What is it?
Rule 34.
Rule 34. Just you will thank us later.
You guys are gonna go down the rabbit hole later, aren't you?
Holy shit!
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Oh, it's Lilo and Stitch.
Exactly. So, like, what people anime's always been big, and then porn's always been big. But the other
finger in the butt.
The other thing is they've taken some of the most famous
Dick in the butt
cartoons and things like that and made them into inappropriate things.
Holy shit!
Oh yeah, you'll have like Lois from Family Guy.
Yeah, oh yes,
blowing Brian the dog.
I've seen those. Holy shit! That's fucking amazing. Oh my god!
And I don't know where Rule 34 pops up. I don't know where that come from.
Yeah. Oh, what the actual term?
I don't know what the hell that means. I have no idea.
This is the Urban Dictionary. Rule 34, generally accepted. Don't even tell me you're going to fucking play down here in the corner. It's off anyway. Generally accepted internet rule that states that pornography or sexually related material exists for any conceivable subject. Additionally, it is accepted that the rule itself has limitations and you cannot be too specific on the content of the item in question. Most commonly used on various message boards for various reasons, for humor or from humor to cruelty.
Fucking Rescue Rangers.
Rescue Rangers. Those little chipmunks growing up.
Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Monterey Jack.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Why does that thing keep popping up?
I have no idea. Probably because it's that's how they get so much traffic to is by having low quality ads on there.
Rule 34. If it exists, there is porn of it.
I agree.
That is 100% true.
That is hilarious.
Holy shit. All right. What are we? We're hour 25 into this.
That is amazing. That means we're having a great time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You want to wrap it up, or we are? Since everybody was like, fucking 2 hours is too long.
I was.
You want to say fuck those people, or you want to keep going?
Well, I got a couple. I was listening to.
Cheers.
Absolutely, man.
One of my other podcasts I listen to, and they get about 4 million listens a week or so.
Yeah.
Pretty big one.
We're only getting about 10,000 a week.
And well, we're not famous.
No.
10,000 a week's fucking awesome.
If it was true.
Is it true or is it not? But they were talking about how people complained that it was too long, and I'm like, 4 million people are still downloading it. And then
absolutely.
I was listening to the social interactions between him and everybody else, so I sent him a direct message and talked to him because they were complaining about ads.
Who's this?
Conrad. So I was talking to him. And it was just like, I sent him a thing that Jess said, like, ask them what the name of their fucking podcast is.
Yeah.
Because they're like, well, we'll pay for your podcast if you take out the ads. I'm like, fuck that. Like, no, I'm not going to pay for a podcast.
No, fuck no.
No.
Like we have that option for us to do that.
Yeah,
but I'm like, I don't want to do, like, I'm not going to pay for a podcast.
No.
Why the fuck would I make anybody else pay for one?
No, I'll pay for video service. Like, if I want to be able to physically see something when I want to see it, then that's different.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, I want, we do this because it's fucking fun.
Yeah.
We enjoy this. When we can have somebody in and we can fucking talk to them and learn their experiences in life.
And we find out we might be related. You never know.
Yeah, you motherfuckers might be related. I don't know.
You might be too, though.
That's a possibility. I'm related to 90% of the people in my hometown.
Mitchell is it's a special little town.
It's a definitely.
In other words, he's saying,
and now especially, back when I was there, like, it really wasn't that bad.
Probably not bad back in the day. Now it's a shithole.
Now it's a fucking shithole. Like, it absolutely is. But they since they I can't remember what the fucking name of that place was, but like, you pretty much, like, if you're broke as fuck and you don't have any money and you want free housing, that's where you need to go.
Absolutely. And what's been so cool about it so far is I talked to his name is Travis Owens. Check him out. Find him on I think he's on Instagram, and he's also on Facebook. He went to school same school I did, and then he's doing art now. And and he's up in Broad Ripple, and I talked to him about coming on. Same thing with Chad Z and a bunch of those other guys that we've been able to meet locally. Because at first we didn't know where we wanted to go with it, and I think it's better to bring people in now because now we have connection here, and if they need something, they're like, hey, we have this coming up, just drop it on the show. See, my concept's like, hey, I have a video coming out. Can you make? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yep. Yeah, he was Concept was DMing me at fucking 6:45 Saturday morning.
Yeah, that time
he's
change.
fucking 14 hours ahead.
And also the name is out. I'll make sure you go check that out.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah, he sent me a message too because the guys from Main Street Tattoo did put up on their Instagram a teepee that they did.
Oh,
smoke coming out. And so I screenshot, sent the concept like, yo, bro. I said, yo. I put yo to make you laugh because that's not the way we really talk.
No, we don't talk like that.
Yo, I just found out your new tattattoo and sent it to him.
Yeah, what did he say?
He put ha 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 like at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this? Because he's probably one of the coolest guys we've met because he sounds, it was that one.
Oh, yeah, you sent that to me.
Yeah, we talked a few times, and then we were laughing because I was like, most people didn't know you're white.
Yeah. Yeah, Concept, if you don't know, Concept is a buddy of ours he's a rapper from New York.
Yeah, from New York.
Okay. But he's in South Korea right now. Just got signed to Sony Asia back in January.
Yeah,
right?
well, the day after basically Thanksgiving, he went out there to do 6 shows and basically got signed up right after that.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man, that's awesome.
So he's kind of been texting us back and forth and like all this shit, but oh shit, sorry.
Well, one last question for you. What's 2 things? First question is kind of a funny one. How often do people think you have plenty of free beer for them?
All the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's 2 for 2 on brewery.
Yeah, I mean, we're not even brewing beer yet.
Yeah, I know.
And still, people are like, oh,
You got beer?
hit me up.
Yeah.
Give me some beer.
Yeah.
Let me know. Let me know when we're ready to drink. Let me know. So, I mean, we're later on this month, in a couple of weeks, actually 2 weeks from today, we're having the girls from Girls Pint Out. You ever heard of Girls Pint Out?
What's that? Is that here?
Well, it's a national chapter.
Oh, okay.
But they have an Indianapolis and a Lafayette chapter.
Really?
And what it is, it's a bunch of women who go out and they'll pick maybe a craft beer bar or a brewery or whatever, and they'll go out and have the girls' night out, but they call it Girls Pint Out.
Gotcha.
We're having them come down to the farm. 2 weeks from today, August 20th, and then we're actually having a bunch of other people come over. You guys are more than welcome if you guys don't have. If you don't,
When is it?
August 20th. We're having everybody down to the farm. We're picking hops.
Yeah.
Because we're harvesting, and you ever heard Quaffon Big Woods?
Yeah.
They're coming over, bringing a bunch of free beer, So if you want free beer, that's a good. This is the time to come.
Yeah.
Because I'll put you to work picking some hops. But we got a restaurant bringing some food by for free. It's all free. We just want your labor.
Yeah.
And so, but we're having them come down there, and everybody who's been talking to me in the last couple of weeks about, oh, let me know when we're ready to drink. Let me know when you're brewing.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, fuckers, you can come to this.
Oh, yeah.
You can pick some hops, and I'll
Exactly.
give you all your free beer you want.
Oh, yeah.
They bring like 4 or 5 kegs, and we'll have food and barbecue and whatnot. And so it'd be a pretty good time. But you guys are absolutely more welcome to come
Yeah,
down. We'd
fuck
love to
yeah,
have you guys
man.
down.
That's what is it, August 20th? That's
August 20th.
That's
It's a Sunday.
Is it a Sunday?
Yep.
Yep. That's when we record with iNormal, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might be able to do that. Might be able to swing that in there
Yeah.
somewhere. They
I mean, I didn't know if you drink on Sundays or not.
I get fucked up on Sundays. We do the podcast on Sundays. What the fuck are you talking about?
Just gotta make sure you buy your beer on Saturday, right?
Yeah, no shit, man. That's fucking bullshit. I've made now. I go to what's the place right down here in Bargersville?
Taxman?
Yeah, Taxman. Because you can't get beer in there on Sundays. I got 2 growlers just in case I've fucked up, or I got too fucked up on Saturday and wasn't able to go get my beer. I will on very special occasion, because it's very rare that I don't have something for Sunday, and I will shoot down there and get a little exemption.
Or because he'll actually get desperate and be like, "Do you have alcohol in your house?"
Yeah, he started buying beer to keep in his fridge for Sundays.
Just for you?
From when I call him, be like, "Hey man,
That's
you
a
got
good
beer?"
friend, BJ. That's
It
a
is.
good friend.
Fuck yeah, it is.
I try to be the best producer possible.
Fucking kudos, man. That's awesome.
He's got to make sure I'm good and liquored up before we do this.
Yeah. And the second one is what's your guys' kind of plan, like by the end of 2017? Where do you hope to be at,
By the end of 2017?
you think?
Can we just bump that up to maybe 2018?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So by the end of 2018, I'd like to have a 4-barrel brew system. So I've got a 1 barrel now. I want to bump it to 4 barrel. I want my restaurant open, and this is not going to be like our restaurant is tacos, corn tortilla tacos, 10 or 15 different kinds. That's it.
I love fucking tacos.
Yeah, you have my attention. You said tacos. You didn't have to say anything else.
No appetizers, no bullshit. Just fucking tacos. You can get 3, 5, 7, or 9. Whatever you
That's
want.
awesome.
And
Fuck yeah, man. I'm doing
I've
that.
we'll have like 10, 12, 15, different kinds. It's not gonna be like create your own, because that's a pain in the ass for the chef.
Oh
but
yeah.
if you can't find something with 15 different tacos,
No
then,
shit.
like fucking tacos.
I know.
So we're gonna do tacos and beer. We're my wife and Joe's wife, Christina. We have a big barn, like a big fucking like an old an old post barn.
Yeah.
We're gonna make into a wedding barn.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So what our goal is to make 812 Farms Indiana's first destination brewery.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so pick a Saturday or Sunday if you want to go to a brewery. You can be there for about 2 hours before you either A, you're getting shit faced and need a ride home, or you just you've
Yeah.
run out of different beers to try and you're ready to go.
Yeah.
With a winery, you can go to a winery and spend 4 or 5 hours at a winery
Oh, yeah,
usually.
absolutely.
That's what I want to change. I want to be able to bring you to the brewery for 4 or 5 hours and just make it a day trip, not have to fucking worry about going here, then, in an hour we're going to leave and go to that brewery, and then an hour we're going to go to that brewery. Fuck it, just come here 4 or 5 hours and hang out.
Yeah.
So we're going to have that wedding barn. We're also got our indoor hop yard and indoor microgreens and hydroponics and whatever for food, because like our restaurant's going to use a lot of stuff from our barn. And then we've got a lake out there. We're going to put some overnight lodging around, like little, those tiny house movement shit.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I just
Alright.
stayed in a fucking tiny house.
All right,
Yeah,
well,
you
we're
did.
going to have, my dad's building us a bunch of them.
Oh,
Well, not a
fuck
bunch,
yeah.
5 of them.
Yeah.
To put around that lake. So A, if you have a wedding there, you can rent that shit out for your wedding party.
Oh yeah.
B, when it's not wedding season or whatever, and it's not rented out, you come to the brewery and like, fuck, I've had one too many. Honey,
Yeah.
let's just stay the night.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to offer that to you. And that's not going to be
Yeah.
like a hotel. 5 rooms.
Yeah.
Five tiny houses.
Oh, yeah.
10 people, I guess, could stay total, But if you can get one person to stay all night and not drive home, that's a win for me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I I want to dress up like Jason Voorhees.
I would fucking appreciate that because there's a cornfield right behind.
We're doing this is a Halloween. We're
to the guy to the guy that won't get out.
No, fuck you. I'm not getting out. I don't do that shit.
You don't do Halloween?
No, fuck no. I go walk around my neighborhood with my kids, collect candy.
What about a corn maze during the day?
Oh yeah,
during a beer festival.
Oh fuck yeah.
Okay.
And then getting cornholed at night.
Motherfucker, ain't nobody putting shit in my ass.
You know what? I had this conversation last night.
Yeah.
It's not fair to say you want to go ramrod on her, but you're not willing to get some kind of ramrod on yourself. It's a give and take.
I fucking beg to differ.
See?
I'm just saying.
Definitely sorry.
I'm just saying. I'm saying if they're like, well, let me do this, I'd be like, I would call their bluff. That's why I was saying, like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah, what happens when she fucking calls your bluff and be like, fucker, bend over?
I've done worse things.
All right. Cheers.
You know, I've thought about this. I've thought about this before because this is not the first time that this conversation has came up.
You guys do like talk about butt play, don't you? You ain't fucking around, was
I talk about butt play every episode because I think it's funny.
But I think
I've sorry for the grossness, but I've shit out turds bigger than my dick.
I don't. We need to some kind of.
Hasn't everybody done that?
Yeah, exactly. See?
I have after Taco Tuesday.
So it can't be that bad.
Oh my God! You can't say that.
Hold on. How can I not?
That's like saying childbirth doesn't look that bad, but I know.
No, childbirth looks fucking horrible. I've witnessed it twice.
You hid behind a nurse.
When you're shitting out a turd bigger than your dick.
What's going out for the first?
It's going out.
It's going out.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it's got to not.
I'm just saying, it still fucking hurts.
Yes. Let me freeze that turd, shove it back up, and see what you say.
Still hurts.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know that it hurts. Like, who says that it hurts?
I said it hurts.
I say
Have you had it done?
No, I mean, like shit out a big turd. I'm just saying that fucking hurts.
Who's to say that it hurts going back in?
I don't know. I'll do a survey this week and get back to you for next week's episode.
Can we put a fucking poll out on Twitter?
You go ahead. I have no problem with that. I'm just saying.
I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying your butt play ignorance sometimes is really offensive to some of our listeners.
Well, fuck them. We don't need those listeners. No, actually, we do.
Actually, I'm gonna get.
You just don't need offended listeners.
I'm gonna get some testimonials sent in.
Do it.
Dear AP,
I guarantee you next week there's gonna be fucking emails. It was like I had it in the ass when I was 18 years old.
Oh, prom night wasn't the same. I'm like, well, why'd you let him do it? He didn't know what he was doing.
I will tell you this. In all seriousness, I had a girlfriend one time, and the thought of butt play had never came across my mind because I was young enough to still appreciate, like, hey, I'm getting laid, And she was like, let's do it, and I was like, how do we do that? I was like, because in my world, that's just an outie. Stuff does not go in there. And bless her heart.
Bless her heart. You sound like a good Southern woman right there.
She was. And
most of the time, cousins are.
No, it was not a cousin. And she was like, let's go backside. And I was like, okay.
Was that her phrase? She actually said backside.
Yeah, no lube. No nothing, right? And she's like, yeah, just put it in. And I was like, okay. So I do. And she fucking jumps further than I could ever jump in my life. And she starts fucking crying. And I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I started apologizing and shit. She's like, no, it's fine. That's fine. I was like, well, let's just go back inside. We were at a party. We walked out and these people's yards. Thankfully, they lived out in the country. We threw a blanket down right there in their front yard.
All right.
And so she freaks out and fucking I'm apologizing. I was like, fuck, I don't know. It was your idea. And I'm like, well, let's just go back inside. She was like, well, no, let's just finish. And I was like, that a girl. BJ's just shaking his head. These beers are amazing, by the way.
Good, man. I'm glad you like them.
They are. They're really good. What are you looking at?
No, I was
More Rule 34.
Yeah.
I was just that thought that sometimes that when you meet, was alcohol involved in that story?
No.
No alcohol.
No.
Surprised
What
you.
kind of party where you're at?
Opioids.
Opioids.
Fuck, all right.
Man, that makes sense. She was constipated.
No, she wasn't. I was.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, there was alcohol involved in that. Yeah.
I was going to say if she's sober and threw that down, then
The girl at the party, her parents were out of town.
Surprised you didn't marry her.
Well, I hope to God she doesn't listen to this.
You never know who listens to this.
I know.
That's why you got to be.
I mean, I guarantee you, if I heard about some guy I went to high school with that had a podcast, like, fuck yeah, I'm going to listen to that shit.
Oh yeah,
I hope not, because I've mentioned things before.
girl, he's talking about the time he fucked you in the butt.
I've mentioned things before that were about her.
Yeah.
and she hasn't sent anything, so I don't think she listens to it.
It's like an hour and 34 minutes
She's
in.
just sitting there plotting on shit.
She's waiting for that one time to go, all right, motherfucker, that was way too far.
Oh my god. I was
hell.
waiting for my parents. And Steph finally caught up on the episode.
Oh, did she?
Yeah. She didn't think the meat flap one was funny.
Oh, what episode was that on? I can't remember.
I think it was with shit. I
Because
can't
fuck, she
remember.
was like 3 or 4 episodes behind her for a while.
Oh, I don't know.
That was the tattoo guys.
Yeah, it was Tattoo Guys.
Yeah, that was last week.
Yeah, those guys were hilarious. Go make sure you check
Yeah.
out Main Street
You want a
Tattoos.
tattoo? Go to Main Street Tattoo here.
And I did figure out which one I did. I totally forgot about the idea I had hidden and wrote away. So I found it on accident by when we were putting some of the stuff up at the house.
Oh shit. Okay.
So won't you give out all your information, and anybody wants to get in contact, anybody wants to
All your social media.
we call it the whore out time. Whore
All right,
yourself
my
out.
phone number is 812. Just kidding. Yeah, man. On Twitter, we are at 812 Farms, and that's the numbers 812 Farms.
Yep.
On Instagram and Facebook, we are 812 Farms spelled out.
Oh shit. So you do have Facebook?
Yeah.
Fuck. See, that's why I wasn't putting anything out on Facebook, because I didn't think you guys were on it.
Oh yeah, man.
Okay,
Who the
well,
fuck
shit.
who's not on Facebook anymore?
Well, I know.
Except perverts and fuck. Well, they're on there too. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know anybody that's not on Facebook.
They got special groups. Yes. So
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
So it's all
follow
on
the rest.
Instagram, Facebook. It's spelled out 812 Farms.
Yep.
Be sure to check those guys out. They will. If you follow us, we will obviously on Mondays we post all the episode, all that shit. So we'll tag them and everything, and you'll be able to find it. So
Awesome, man. It's been a lot of fun, guys.
yeah, man.
Been a good
I
time.
appreciate having you. Are you? So our buddy Juice, you gonna do his show?
Yeah.
Do you know when you're gonna do it?
I'll tell you. Hold on a second. It's in my calendar somewhere.
'Cause if you're listening to us, you should be listening to Juice. Juice
Yeah,
is a
I'd
good
actually
dude.
check out my episode on there with
Yeah,
you.
yeah. BJ was on there.
It was the top rated show.
Yeah,
Alright.
I am. I am actually going to be on guest interview on a podcast tomorrow night. Well, they record Monday night. That is called the Bumming with Bobcat. We're going to talk about alcohol.
Hell yeah, man.
I'll definitely be mentioning 812 Farms here
yeah.
in Indiana, along with everybody else, just to make sure everybody else gets a little airtime. So
We'll be on Juice Sunday, September 3rd.
September 3rd.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Tuesday, September 5th, we're on Blind Pig Podcast. And then this Saturday, we're on the Speak Podcast.
I don't know.
They're kind of a beer-related podcast up in Indianapolis.
Really? We need to hook up with all these guys.
Yeah, I mean that's we had him, then we had Main Street Tattoos, and then we've had
Is that beside the Reverie or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mhm.
yeah. I've seen that place.
so
Absolutely.
that's
Good dudes.
and that's where we've come across try to stay local and try to help promote local, and
Absolutely.
it's actually we've been able to meet, and that's why I said the other day, I was like, you realize we met so many fucking cool. We haven't had anybody in here where I'm like, fuck this person,
No, absolutely
because
not.
I would be like,
Until I leave, right?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
No, no.
but it's everybody's just trying to do the same thing. We have this what we love to do, and we're trying to grow it and try to branch it off. And
Absolutely.
if we meet the same people that want to do that, then I think that's how everything's been going so
I mean,
smooth.
my
Good,
my
man.
biggest fear is kind of like when we went back to the clothing outlet,
yeah,
the boutique.
yeah,
That we were not like people that we had on didn't say, "Hey, go to this group." We just went to that group, and then we found out that she was just like a very religious person, And then she went and listened to the last episode we had put out, and in the intro it said pussy, it said motherfucker, like it said all
that was the Clinton one, wasn't it? When he did the Clinton voice,
the fucking Clinton one. So now we're trying to get people that we know won't be offended by us.
Yeah, man, absolutely. I understand that for sure.
And then we need some ideas for our 50th episode.
50th episode.
We thought about doing a roast.
What number are we on here?
45.
45. Okay. All right.
We thought about weeks. We got 5
We thought
weeks.
about doing a roast. We thought about doing a game show. We thought about doing a live sex act.
You know what I just thought of?
What?
Our 50th episode comes out on September 11th.
All right, so we're going to make it a real positive. You could do a conspiracy. I've had a couple people do a big conspiracy. We can do a conspiracy September 11th.
Could have some military in.
Yeah.
Could do shit.
That'd be cool.
Why that just hit me, I don't know. But I think that's what it is. I think that Monday, because we record on the 10th, the Monday would be the 11th.
Yep. Monday's the 11th. You're right.
Shit.
Oof.
So we can't do anything stupid.
Well, no, we never. I mean, I think
could always hold off till Tuesday.
Our fans know that we're pretty big when it comes to military. I mean, we had Ranger Nutrition, which was a great episode.
Which is a sponsor.
And then
you take those, don't you?
Yeah.
You like that? I mean, is it pretty
absolutely.
good?
Yeah. I mean, I've taken. I mean, of course, like I've known him for probably 10 years.
Oh shit! Okay.
So I mean, I like all the video work, all the photo work and shit that's on his website. Mm-hmm. I did.
Okay.
So I mean, I've known him for a long fucking time.
Nice, man.
So yeah, but I take the protein. I take the testosterone, which is actually it's not going to be available for a while because he's doing away with it, but it will eventually come back.
Okay.
But then I also do the Catalyst XT, which is a weight loss supplement, which works really good. They're actually getting ready to come back out with more. I don't know, a better version.
Okay.
More powerful, I guess. What else do I take? My wife takes the Nitro NO2 because she's a runner.
Okay.
And it's like a pre-workout pretty much. And it just opens your blood vessels up and does all this shit. So yeah, I mean, I've taken his products since he's came out.
All right, that's cool.
And
I've taken the boner quality on that stuff was great.
Yeah, the testosterone booster, man, make you fucking dick hard.
Yeah,
make that shit fucking plump right up.
Yeah, like I was even shutting it in like a door to see how good it was. I mean, I was just trying to do product testing. I mean, I sent him the results. He was happy.
No bruising.
Then he put just kidding, and I felt stupid.
That's hilarious.
I take the protein. The other thing about the protein is you don't have to have a mixer or nothing like that. I know we talked about it before, but it's like I just started back trying to stop some of the bad habits and got back on a kick in the past probably 24 hours, and I feel better today. Like
no shit.
I've tried to cut down on some of the chemicals that we take in our body, but
okay.
I read a thing today that says if you ever want to kill off the population, get rid of healthy food, and then put yourself with all the poisons that you can get, like Taco Bell and stuff like that. And that's when you're saying you're going to be having your own products, or you're growing a lot of your own, supplying that. Because at one point in time, we spent a lot of time on the farm growing up, and it was just all the food was right there.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
processed. They just did it themselves. It was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Be sure to go follow those guys on all their social media. 812 Farms, 812 Farms on Twitter, which you'll see tomorrow. Also spell it out on Instagram and Facebook. But you can also follow us on Twitter. It's at Smugcast Show. You can follow us on Instagram. It's at Smugcast_. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Smugcast. You can follow me on Twitter. It's at Smugcast_AP. You can also follow BJ it's at the BJ Robbins. You can send us emails. You can send us anything you want to send us. It's at smugcastshow@gmail.com. Am I leaving anything out?
No. Thanks for stopping in. And like I said, we just need to try to clear a schedule for some other things to get out to these events.
Oh, absolutely. That's one of our biggest fucking problems. We just don't have the fucking time.
Can I give a shameless plug here?
Absolutely.
Oh, shameless.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. We're sponsors of 3 different beer festivals this summer.
Holy shit.
One of them is coming up August 26th.
Okay.
And that is down at Story Inn down in Bryan County. And that's the Hoosier Hops and Harvest Fest. It's a Saturday. I'll get you guys tickets if you guys want to come down for sure, for free.
That's awesome.
It's a great little beer fest with like 18 breweries. And they're also doing some distilleries this year.
Really?
So you'll be able to get some booze and some beer. And then plenty of food. They have food trucks everywhere. Then the second one is September 16th. And that is Null Brew, and that's in Nullbone, Brown County. There's a paintball and a zip lining place there in Null.
Yeah.
Okay. It's on their grounds, in their campground.
Holy shit.
And that's September 16th. And there's probably 15 or 20 breweries going to be there, and they have overnight lodging. You can camp and stay there. It's pretty badass. They've got music all day long, Friday and Saturday. And then the third one we were sponsoring is September 23rd at 450 North.
Yeah.
And that's that Corn Maze I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah.
Corn Maze Beer Fest.
Gotcha. Fuck yeah.
It's fucking awesome, man. It's just they have a big corn maze out there, and they've got probably, 4 or 5, I call them cul-de-sacs, because the road, the trail comes in and it opens up to a big crop circle.
Yeah.
And there's 5 or 6 breweries in each crop circle. So to get to all 30 breweries, you've got to go through the whole mazing and go to all of them. And it just adds a little something else to do while you're out drinking beer. I mean, every beer fest you go to is all the same. You just walk around a field or a building to a bunch of different tents and get your beer.
Oh, yeah.
This, you literally have to walk through a corn maze and go to all the different breweries.
Fuck yeah.
And it's fucking sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And you guys want to come down? I'll have you some tickets for that too as well.
Fuck yeah, man.
It'll be awesome.
Hell yeah,
They're all on Saturdays, but
and then we will accept dates if you want to come with us. We don't have to bring our wives, right?
No, do what you want.
Okay.
See? Awesome.
Signed off on it.
Yeah. But hey, don't forget, you can go to rangernutrition.com. Use promo code SMUGCASH and you will get 15% off your order. Also, you can go to Jay's Wings and Seafood over on the east side of Indianapolis. You can pop in there, use promo code SMUGCASH, and you're going to get 10% off your order. Also, big shout out to Repo Records. They help us out with the audio each and every fucking week. But that's Repo Records, taking the music back. And what are we going out to this week?
We have Jack Johnson. This is one of my favorite summertime songs. It's called "Girl, I Want to Lay You Down." I think it's kind of sets the tone for the what you should always try to look forward to every day.
I think he'll be back in Indy this later on this year, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I love me some Jack Johnson.
I enjoy Jack Johnson, Ben Harper, a lot of those guys I really enjoy listening to.
Anything you can take 10 Hooters to, it's a good time.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Well, until next week, stay smug.
I come over early in the morning, just like a heat wave without warning. And when I touch you, my heart begins to flutter, 'cause you're smooth and creamy like peanut butter. Oh, girl, I wanna lay you down. I said, girl, I wanna lay you down. I'm gonna flood you like a love river. Ah, baby, the postman is about to deliver. I'll cook you up some dinner, a little pasta, listen to some music, a little Rasta. I said, girl, I wanna lay you down. I said, girl, I wanna lay you down.